Mr. Peterson, listen, at the end of the day, it's either $900K or you can stay where you're at.
$900,000.
And you in jail.
And you lost.
Back with another episode of Music for Breakfast. This is the most important meal of it. Here I am, your host, Octavia March, alongside my music friends.
What up? J Man in School of Good.
What's up? It's Kia, a.k.a. KC.
It's your girl, Raw Roulette.
Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you already know we here. Become a regular. Subscribe, man.
Welcome or welcome back. We're Music for Breakfast. We are a thought-provoking, independent media platform intertwined with music to match the vibe of each and every episode. This conversation is all opinion based off the facts. And what we talking about today, Tay?
Today we talking about Canada Dry. Or should I say, Drakeisha. Drink it like it's hot. Tory the Lanez done dropped some music. And, just a whole bunch of other things. But for the most part, Canada Dry.
Canada!
But let's get into it. Before we start anything, we just want to send an RIP, our condolences to the one and only Angie Stone.
And there's no mooring in this cloud, like brother, I love you, and I'll never try to hurt you. Ooh, my girlfriend, that will take it in.
Roberta Flack.
Killing me softly with his song, killing me softly.
Chris Jasper.
I wanna be living for the love of you.
Super songwriter, man, was doing all them hits, you know what I'm saying? Roy Ayers.
My life in the sunshine.
And recently, Dwayne Wiggins of Tony, super talented.
It's our anniversary.
Of course, he was, one of the founding members of Tony. They had so many records. One record in particular that I really liked that he was featured on was Slow Wine. So RIP to everybody. Condolences to their families. We losing so many people, y'all.
It's just been a week. That's crazy.
Legends.
In 1 week.
Speaking of RIP, long live Nip Hussle, man. Shout out Black Sam, who recently opened a Marathon Burger in part dedication to his late great brother, Nipsey Hussle.
Marathon Burger came about through an idea that Sam had about a year and some change ago.
The initial thing that sparked the thought was us being a fan of smash burgers. Instinctively, we like, oh man, what if we did a Marathon Burger? How could we make ours even better than our favorite burgers? Then all the flashbacks of me cooking since I was a little kid, working at a restaurant, my brother cooking with me.
So yeah, Black Sam, who is Nipsey Hussle's brother, he's expanded the Marathon brand with Marathon Burger, which is in LA. It's located on Melrose and Gardner. It's just steps away from the Marathon clothing store. The restaurant is now open. It offers smash burgers. It features pictures of Nipsey Hussle in honor of his legacy. While Marathon Burger first appeared in October of 2023, they were serving burgers and chicken sandwiches. It's now a permanent fixture. Marathon brand, founded by Nipsey Hussle in 2010, continues to thrive through his family and his estate following his tragic death in 2019.
Marathon Burger just sounded right, man. It was always a vision of Hussle's to make Marathon be a lifestyle brand. So it was a no-brainer. Like we need that red box logo up.
Yeah, and I heard if you was gonna go do a 5K, that was the burger that you wanted to eat.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Before or after your 5K?
Probably after.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You do it before, you're gonna end up like that lady and poo on herself.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you that video.
No, you don't know. Thank you. You've described it very well.
She was like, "Don't get my butt, please. I just pooed on myself."
Oh my gosh. Speaking of pooing,
God, no.
50 Cent is continuously pooing on the game with his series Power. Raising Kanan is back, and we're going to have a live review coming soon. So stay tuned for that because we got to go watch it real quick, but we're going to come back with the review.
I can't wait for the next episode of Power, news episode of Power to come on. First of all, Rock is my girl.
Yes, I love Rock.
Spirit animal. Yes. The fits, the hair.
The
yes.
attitude.
Need it. Attitude. Need
The
it.
talk.
Love it. The talk. I need it. It's been missing in my aura. But then Neek is back, and it's gonna be interesting to find out what happens, now between her and Neek. Do they move forward, become a couple? Do they, join forces and take over? Do they still remain enemies? Like, talk to me. What is happening here?
Man, we gonna watch it
yeah.
though. We gonna give him a good review because I'm excited to watch that too. I like Raising Kanan from the soundtrack to the fits, everything, to the attitudes, to the slang.
Most definitely.
It's just lit, man. We're gonna keep it rolling right here. Let's start with the countdown. We're gonna dedicate this countdown to Tory Lanez's new album, Peterson, that just dropped, and we're gonna go through some of our favorite songs off the track because, like, love him or hate him, it was super creative what he did with making an album from prison, and it actually sounded like something, even though the mix was a little different, but for the most part that was pretty cool, whatever. So, and majority rules on this show, and a lot of them like Tory. I'm not really a fan like that, just to be honest.
Tory is
so
talented. You cannot deny that.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay, Keith.
yeah, he did what he did, but everybody else have done what they done, and we still are super fans.
I'm not a super fan.
This album right here, I don't even think a lot of these kids in the industry can make an album that sounds like this, and Tory didn't even have the freedom to do it.
I'm more of a fan of what he's doing than the actual music, to be honest. I've always kind of been hit or miss with his music, but I've always appreciated his accomplishments and what he's pushed forward. From what was the art stuff that he was doing, not with Bitcoin, what was it called?
NFTs.
NFTs, right? He was using NFTs to actually producing quality music in prison. Like, I can't even hate on any of that.
Even what he's doing now, actually making an album in prison, is very impressive. I mean, despite, his environment and despite what he has done, he's still able to do what he loves to do and produce quality work. There's no excuse for anybody out here that has freedom and they call themselves an artist.
Yeah, and that's one thing that he's not letting stop his creativity. A lot of times you'll go into prison or you hear stories of people that have been in the prison, like artists, and they'll say, "Oh, I wasn't able to write in there. Like, it kills my creativity." And he actually got put into Gen Pop. I seen a video online where he was on a call trying to make a recording, and there was a whole fight that kicked off, like a riot inside of the prison. So like he's in it, he's in the midst of it, and this is the first time we ever had like a first person experience like that through music.
He definitely gave you a first person eye view as to like a dude in jail. Like, he was talking about rolling his weed up with
chamomile tea bags and receipt paper.
Like, what? You talking jail talk? What? Okay, like what? So it was funny to hear him say that, and I mean, not funny, but I don't know, poor taste. Sorry,
a little bit. They doing what they can with what they got.
It was cool.
On that note, like, and like, I do like Tory Lanez. I listen to his music. I think he's fantastic. I think he's a phenomenal artist on all aspects, from production to a rapper to being able to sing, and like even down to him knowing his audience and finding like clips in his music, or even finding samples in his music that make you be like, oh dang, that was my jam, incorporating that in his music. I always loved that. He always had really big music to me that was just more than a song. Even like his Chicks Tapes series, love that, like phenomenal. And I think he don't even really get paid much from it because he was sampling the entire album.
That's all he do.
Okay, and it's great. A lot of people sample it, don't sound good.
That's true, but that's all I know. That's why I'm not really a big fan of Tory, because all to me he does is sample. He's very talented, but I can feel like this if I want to, Kia. So
you can, and have, and have.
Yeah, standing on business, baby. Still to this day. Rel, what's your pick for this Peterson album?
What was it? Guide Me Through.
One-way trip to prison, LA County into the mountains. Bunch of niggas on the bus that never got to counseling. Instead of gangbang, they sold dope in broken houses. Started with the parents living poor with broken spouses. Feed me sack lunches in the plastic pouches. Got me feeling fucked over like the casting couches. Dirty face, dirty hair up in my mugshot. Top a couple on the speaker, making brash announcements.
The production was beautiful. The words, of course, beautiful. There was, he was talking about his situation and what he's facing every day on the day-to-day. And, still having faith. And he just talks about, like, damn, like, all the mistakes I've made, like, this one time, can you just, like... And he's not, like, Tory is a, put it on live, we'll give you $1,000 type of dude. You know what I mean? He's not this, at least to us, right? So
vulnerable.
I feel like it was very beautiful. Yes, thank you. I feel like it was very vulnerable in this particular time. The choir that was in on that song was beautiful. I really liked it.
Similar song. I did like Guide Me Through the Storm, but I also, which was a similar song too, I like Slipping and Falling. Oh my God. He had the choir on there as well. I mean,
yes.
Fantastic song. Very vulnerable, like you said, real. Like even down to admitting his wrongs and singing them in prison is admirable. That song was really powerful. I felt the passion. I felt the emotion just through the phone call or however he recorded it. Fantastic song.
Now, I will say that about this album, it was very vulnerable. And I couldn't respect an album like that, especially from an artist who talks about what they actually been through and, seeing things and hearing it from their perspective, and them to put it on wax like that was dope. And what I like and respect about any artist who expresses themselves through their art.
Those Canadians are really in tune with their emotions.
Oh,
and I
real
really
bad.
love that. Tory Lanez, Drake, Party Next Door, Weekend.
He had Mawa with Mawa X Lunch Tray with Max B. First of all, I was like, the 2009 came back out of me because Max B? What? Ain't nobody else getting no Max B verse? What did you do to get a Max B verse? Like, it was wow.
She tapped in. If they can do it in jail, they can do it in any jail, huh?
Okay.
So let us know what song you like from Tory's album. Did you like Guide Me Through the Storm? Let us know in the comments. Before we go any further, though, we're going to pause for the calls and get into something that we like to call the health inspection, because Kia has something that we need to know.
What's up? It's Kia Casey Walker, and this is your health inspection. A checkup on your vital information for your everyday life. So on February 28th, there was a one-day boycott to not spend a dime the entire day. We're also in a boycott now against Target, a 40-day fast where we should not spend any money at Target locations. There's also supposed to be another boycott against Amazon. We'll let you know the details on that on the next episode. During the February 28th boycott, consumers were told not to spend money at any company, anywhere, and if money was spent, it was to be spent within a small business, specifically a Black business. Well, what impact did this blackout have? Well, here are the statistics. Target web traffic was down 1%. Target app traffic was down 10.9%. Walmart web traffic was down 6.5%. Walmart app users were also down 2.5%. Amazon's web traffic was down 4.6%. Amazon's app traffic was also down 1.7%. Costco saw an 8.3% increase with its website traffic. Now, to remember, we're also boycotting Sam's Club just due to its DEI programs and changes in this program. So a lot of people were now switching over to Costco to fulfill those needs. They saw an increase of 8.1% on their website traffic. Their app traffic, however, dropped 6.9%. So it's evident that the February 28th boycott did make an impact. Let's continue to boycott. Let's continue to fast. Remember, we are in a 40-day fast from Target that was starting on Wednesday, and we are now in a 1-week fast from shopping at Amazon. Amazon fast starts today, March 7th, up until March 14th. I am Kia KC Walker, and this is your health inspection.
Appreciate that health inspection. Before we get right back into the conversation, we're going to do another song, number 4. What Tory Lanez song you got, Jay?
I'm going to go with, let me get it pulled up here. I'm going to go with Gangland, because I kept on hearing y'all talk about it in the group chat.
Soon as a nigga walk foot out of prison, I promise to give him the pain and pressure. Fuck what you talk about, fuck who you is, and fuck all that shit that you saying, etc. I be with Crody and all of them niggas since Holly, they play in the desert. Furs are fox, the Gucci is gator, so watch what the fuck you gonna say to my leather.
So yeah, Gangland was my favorite track off that album.
I liked how, first of all, on all the tracks, I don't know if y'all peep how he had like this kind of up tempo or like aggressive bravado, but then this positive, I feel bad kind of, this is my reality, soaking it in type of vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's just like, it's whatever type thing. But on this John, he talking that talk. Like, I need him to say with your chest. And at one point, like I told y'all in the group chat, I thought he said, well, I don't know. Look, we trying to get monetized up here. I ain't gonna say what I thought he said. Lord, oh God. Okay, so I thought he said, Jigga, stop playing with them kids.
Jigga, touch them kids.
But that's what I thought he said. So I had to go to Genius and I said, hold on, player, wait a minute. We just name dropping in 2025. What are we doing? But then it said that he said, Chigga, stop touching them kids.
You heard what you heard.
Chigga?
You heard? Because who is Chigga?
Who's Chigga?
Who Chigga and why we care?
Gangland and Fargentina Forever. That is the original Tory Lanez sound right there. You know, like you said, Real, where it took you up and he went back into his consciousness and then he went back into a real nigga. That is Tory Lanez. That is what he's going to offer to music. It's the official, original, OG Canadian flow.
Yes.
I just love it. It's stacked with ad-libs, vocals. He has his traditional Tory Lanez bridge where he's gonna take you into a whole new song. Like, you're gonna feel yourself get on the ship and you're gonna take the ship to a whole nother song. And you have to look back at your phone and be like, dang, is this still the same song? Yes, it's still Gangland and Fargentina Forever. Fantastic
And
song.
the fact that he was able, so I seen, I want to say maybe last week, I saw a post that he had put on his, his official page that was basically like him going back and forth with his engineer and I want to say his manager, and they were all arguing. Basically, he's like, yo, I'ma have this album come out Friday. Like, this album is coming Friday. I don't want to hear nothing else. This is what we're doing. His engineer was like, bro, I'm good, but I'm not that good. You have to understand what you sound like. And he was like, I'm not hearing that shit. I'm not hearing that. I don't care. So you don't believe we can't do this? You don't believe you can't do this? So maybe I should find somebody else then, because maybe you can't do this. And it was just the passion that was in just that edit alone. It was like, yo, if he can pull this shit off, and he did, and it's dope.
And Tory Lanez does a lot of the production on his songs, on his albums. Mm-hmm. So I was concerned going into it. Like, I know that he's completely hands-on when it comes to the engineering of his own music. I've sat there and just randomly watched lives where he's in the studio, and just to see his work ethic. As an artist, he's just not simply an artist. I've sat there and watched him do a song over 1,000 times, and I was like, it sounded straight to me. But I was worried about what it would sound like in prison if he doesn't have complete control of the production. Because I also feel that if he was free, this album would sound a lot different and honestly a lot better.
Way better.
Even though it's great, I think that he would have put that last Tory touch on there that would have sent it over. It was a cool album though. It was cool. But just with a little bit of freedom, I think it might have been great.
Yeah.
No shade. And then also, it was interesting to hear, you know how they say, oh, you're a product of your environment, and you know, you sound like you've been through this, that, and the third. This could be a testament to him being a good artist, but I felt like I was hearing prison raps. I felt like I was in prison. I understood completely, like, you know, his day to day. Like, he really did a good job making you feel like you was in prison. I mean, I'm listening like, dang, free Tory, free me. Like, I like free Tory.
The realest bar he had in that was like,
So boom, the nigga jump in his cell, start whamming and they whamming him. The nigga stabbed the nigga like 40 times. He looking up at me and I'm looking back like, it's over.
like, and it was just like, what? Like, where are you?
Like,
what?
even if that was imagery, like, what?
No, that's definitely that definitely could be a movie.
Like,
right? Tory got his stripes, you know.
Well, speaking about lyrics and stuff, let's get into the lyrics. He had a lot to say about Meg.
So on the song Verdict Day, Tory Lanez talks about his attorney. His attorney was Sean Hawley, who quit before the trial, claiming that she was, and this is in quote, in bed with my opposition, and implying that she was paid by Meg Thee Stallion and her management company, Rock Nation.
Trial lawyer left me like she Kevin Louse. She was in bed with my opposition like wedding vows. Started seeing fuckery from bail amounts. The ones who pay her try to sue me over Zelle accounts.
She also fired shots at Holly over the DNA evidence in the trial, and he accuses her of deliberately losing my bail hearings and, in quote, working for my accusers.
Working for my accuser and working for me. All of the information I give is at ROC. Y'all have my lawyer in y'all pocket, she circling T's, and that's why Megan always talk like jail was certain for me. It's cause y'all paid for them 10 years, let's keep it honest. My judge sitting at the brunch like a plebe of college, and y'all was seeing outcomes and he was seeing dollars. Why would they go to this extent? Please forgive me, Father.
So Tory Lanez also targets Meg again on the song My Shayla, using an AI-generated audio clip of Donald Trump.
You know, the crazy thing about this whole Tory Lanez situation is they made him the poster child for unprotecting of black women. But the irony of that is he protected 2 black women that night, one from going to jail and one from getting shot. I think it's time you let that boy back outside.
but when he had the AI, I just, for a second, I stopped and I was like, wait, nah, this ain't real. Hold on. Is he not, because when another track he says about how he's getting out in 2025. So I was like, now wait, he got Donald Trump. I'm like, nah, dog, this is AI like a bit.
But you know Donald Trump will do it.
He probably would.
For the black rap hip hop ministers, he'll do it.
That's my African American.
He would do it. He'd get him out. I got you, black people. What y'all want? Who y'all want next?
What'd you think about those bars towards Meg?
Oh, so on my verdict, a lot of information was given in those bars about Meg Thee Stallion on my verdict. But you know what was interesting is that you hear one side of the story, and when you hear the other side of the story, I mean, should we have heard it from the beginning, honestly? Because, you know, I feel like there is some truth in what he said, especially when he had the clip of his lawyer on there, how giggly she was about it, how just unserious she was about such a case, even like delivering like the verdict, like assuming this was like the last final days of the case and you're giggly and laughing like this. Like, what's so funny? Like, what's really so funny? You know what I'm saying? And then it also, like, he's not answering. What did she say? Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
No, when that man came back and said it's almost going to be $1 million for me to save you.
Mr. Peterson, listen, at the end of the day, it's either 900K or you can stay where you're at.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's always 2 sides to a story. This other side just is real interesting.
Tory also claims that he got evidence against Rock Nation.
Yeah, so Tory Lanez claims that he has evidence against Rock Nation referencing the Meg Thee Stallion lawsuit against a blogger named Milagro Grams, who accuses Tory Lanez of harassing her from jail. He says that Rock Nation is coming from Milagro, adding that he could countersue.
Rock Nation coming from Milagro, that's really funny. Even more, they trying to find ways to relate it to me. If I was petty, I would countersue because I got evidence. Megan Cuniff been on payroll to play a dummy.
However, Meg Thee Stallion fans accused Tory Lanez of continuing to harass her through his album. Recently, Meg Thee Stallion was granted a 5-year restraining order against Tory Lanez, and the judge approved her request to dispose him in a lawsuit against Grams. He also has a verse, I don't remember what song it was in, but I mean, he was chewing her out saying, how you got a restraining order on me and I'm in jail.
But restraining orders in prison, yo, that shit is crazy.
That's the same song.
That's the same song? Okay, yeah. So, I mean.
And then he just kept calling her obsessed. Get over yourself. You're obsessed. And it was,
He's spilling the tea, man. If it was a podcast, I'd be tuned in.
I mean, what else he got to? He ain't got nothing in there but time. So
okay,
he just like I'm gonna just put it on the floor. What's the worst could happen?
I'm interested to see though, how Meg Thee Stallion does handle the release of this album with the restraining order. I don't know what the guidelines and things are with this 5-year restraining order. I mean, he said Megan. He insinuated Megan. Multiple times. Yeah,
that's what I'm wondering too, because he keeps saying her. He's saying her name.
What did he insinuated what? Or you said he said what?
Insinuating her, like insinuating situations, conversations that they had, even the night that things that had happened. He said her name. He said Megan. I don't know how that goes against her restraining order. How
that's
that will
what I
affect
was wondering,
and impact him, especially if he wants his freedom right now. Like, I don't know.
This is kind of like harassment. Again, because like you just bringing up the bringing everything up again and making everybody else, especially his fans, more mad at her. So
well, he had a post that he shared with some blog site that he talked on a jail call with not too long ago, and he said that basically, yes, he has the gag order with which that he cannot go on Music for Breakfast and talk about what happened, right? But he can make a record about it because at that point he's protected by, I believe, his First Amendment right, which basically is free speech, which is his music, which is entertainment. So he's using it for entertainment purposes. And if you notice with a lot of those songs, he doesn't, when it comes to naming names and who's, what's, why, when's, where's, he has somebody else sing it. He's not singing it.
Working for my accuser and working for me. All of the information I give is at ROC. Y'all have my lawyer in y'all pocket. She's circling T's. And that's why Megan always talk like jail was certain for me.
I think he would have to go against that restraining order and what the guidelines are on that restraining order. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's completely out of the order by saying her name.
Yeah, because when he said Megan, I was like, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know how that goes. If anybody, knows what's happening, let us know in the comments on that. Also, Iggy Azalea, he wants her back.
What? Like, I mean, he was throwing Iggy around. There were multiple songs. So on the track Nine Side and Amethyst, Tory Lanez raps about his regret over their past romance and expresses a desire to reconnect. He also references Iggy Azalea's real name, Amethyst, which I did not know because I went on Instagram and Google somebody named Amethyst, and that was not who I thought Tory Lanez was talking about this whole album. So he did say her real name, and he admitted to missing her. He said, in quotes, "It'd be nights when I want to talk to Iggy, but she blocked me. I miss when you rap around my body like a tall tee.
It'd be nice, I wanna talk to Iggy, but she blocked me. Amethyst, if you ever had it, she sure to call me. You know that I'm always making spicy bitches salty. Need to come correct, cause all that shit I did was faulty. I miss when you wrapped around my body like a tall tee.
Not a tall tee.
I mean, I'm assuming that she's a lot taller than he is. I mean, he's really like not very tall, like small, like this. I mean, Iggy is like a stallion. Not Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh my gosh, Kia.
Definitely a stallion. He also reflects on their relationship, admitting, "Fuck a bitch, and I think I should have stayed with Amethyst."
Fuck a bitch and think I should have stayed with Amethyst.
And later sings about wanting to pick things back up after his release, saying, "Amethyst, if you still free, shawty, let me know. Let me pick up where we left off. Shorty, I'll be yours."
Amethyst, if you still down, let me know. 'Cause I got plans of fucking you when I get home.
She gonna be free. She gonna be free,
Oh
child.
yeah, absolutely. You know, she like a menace as well.
She want that black man.
She love a black man. She got a black booty, got her black man, and he been in prison, so like he real seasoned for her. Like she
Real
likes that.
season.
He also mentions Iggy again in the song "Guide Me Through the Storm," rapping about crying to her in the county jail and praising her support.
County jail crying real tears to Iggy Azalea. I know you put up with some shit that just wasn't familiar. I love your ear and love your heart, though you wasn't Amelia. They lying trying to get me fucked, but I wasn't Cecilia.
The two were rumored to be dating before the controversial shooting. During the trial, Iggy Azalea also penned a letter to the judge advocating for Tory Lanez's leniency, citing his good character and his good relationship with women. In addition, Iggy Azalea revealed that she hired 6 of Tory Lanez's staff after his conviction to support them while he was incarcerated, ensuring that they'll be ready to help him with his business when he's released.
So no wonder he wants her back.
Yeah, she down for him. She still.
That's a down ass bitch.
She a down ass bitch.
Man, you know who else want him free? Pras, and Pras need to focus on his damn self. Okay.
Yeah. So Pras, he's hopeful for a pardon from Donald Trump.
And we talking about Pras from the Fugees.
Pras from the Fugees. Yes.
I was about to say.
He is looking forward to a pardon from Donald Trump following his conviction of a multi-billion-dollar fraud scheme. And he's advocating for Tory Lanez at the same time to receive a pardon also. So he looking at Trump like, yo, can I get a 2-for-1? Can we get that 2-for-1? Can you do for me what you did for the others? Though it's not going to be for Trump from Tory Lanez because speaking to TMZ in LA, Pras discussed his ongoing efforts with the current administration, and he expressed his hope for Tory Lanez's pardon to be coming from California's Governor Newsom.
Free Tory Lanez, you know what I'm saying?
You think he deserves a pardon as well?
Yeah. But the president can't pardon him because it's a state situation. The president's only pardon federal.
I see.
But the governor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, big up to Tory Lanez.
And Pras faces up to 22 years in prison after being convicted for failing to register as an agent of China. The U.S. government is also seeking for nearly $65 million from him related to a bribery scheme involving a Malaysian businessman, Joe Low.
So again,
yeah, Pras,
worry about your damn
listen,
self.
Mind your business, okay?
Worry about that $65 million and where it's
lot.
gonna come from.
That's a
period.
lot.
Worry about trying to get Lauryn Hill to get on a tour with your ass
on time.
Okay.
Let me tell you how these rappers be begging Donald Trump for them pardons. Y'all think I was playing in that episode? He began to bout because they want to get out. They be begging.
Yeah.
That is a beg. It's always love for any president. We just got to stand by him. Please, Mr. President, please do and get me out. Please. Shucking and jiving.
Speaking of stand by, we're going to stand by for more conversation. We got the smoke. I think Rel is ready for the smoke.
This is the smoking section where the tea is hazy, but this reed, whoo, baby. Get your mitts. It's gonna be steamy and shady. Cause I'm gonna invite my guest in and pass it to the left to our, well, might be ghost at this point, but our ghost, Telbo Rankins, sir.
This man right here, Telvin Osborne, was found dead in his house, unalived by his children's mother. This woman in the picture with him.
Girl, the black man, I don't know how many years ago this was, but he tweeted that he would rather do the horizontal mambo with a dog than a black woman. Fast forward to the present day. His white wife.
Let's start here. I'd rather F a dog before touching a black itch, and it better be a white dog. Ho, was that you? I know that wasn't you. I know that wasn't you, because if you got murdered by your beautiful blonde blessing, you better go look for, your family better be out here looking for some white dogs and some beautiful blonde blessings. I know that. They better leave us alone, because the black community collectively have said we're all set. We all set, player. You wasn't talking. You wasn't interested in being a part of us. Therefore, we're not interested in your investigation, player. I mean, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Dap you up. You know. See you on the other side. Maybe you'll feel differently, but I don't know. But the nerve of your cousin, brother, cousin, Rocco, coming out and condemning the black community, sir.
Y'all some illiterate, dumbass black people. Damn right, that's my brother. Right, wrong, I'ma ride. What? Who gonna do something?
I'ma speak for your ancestors when I say, I know you not the one talking to me about some tailboat Rawkins. First of all, that sound like a made-up ass, boondock ass name, okay? Uncle Ruckus relation, what they call it. And then you want to come back here, sir, and talk about, see, this is why we don't like you black bitches.
Cause everybody felt so hit by the black bitch post. Go play with your mama. Go play with your daughters. That shit said y'all took that post and ran with it the way y'all ran with it. Talking about he don't like black people. Man, y'all bitches sound so stupid.
This is exactly why we don't care, player. So you can sit out there with your do-rag flap, you know what I'm saying? No type of cut, no nothing, just out there with a fro, loud and wrong, with your do-rag flap. Look, I hope the police protect and serve. Okay, but as far as community engagement, community involvement, go look for some white dogs, sir. This has been your girl Rev Roulette with the smoking section, and don't forget to tell a friend that you got it from me.
Whoo, man. Let's jump right back into this countdown. We're talking about Tory Lanez's Peterson album. Kid, what's your pick off this album?
So my pick off this album is Slipping and Falling.
Feel like I'm slipping, I'm falling like DMX. Try not to fall off the BMX. Smoking for all this unneeded stress. Family problems and baby mama tripping, stressing all about the PMS.
It was vulnerable. It was relatable. It brought me back to my own personal experience of just effing up, you know, just being in a really bad space. He had the choir. Tory had the choir on there. And like I said, he takes you through the motions of the song. It was just a good song. It was a real good song. If I needed to understand anything about where he's at right now and what he's doing right now, is listening to that song. Slipping and Falling. It's the one. It's the one. It's deep. It's heavy. I mean, he was flowing. He was spitting.
Let us know which song y'all liked off the Peterson album. If you liked it at all. If you didn't, let us know. We talking about Tory Lanez and, you know, the Canadian rapper in the U.S. prison system. He's talking about his experiences through this album. We're going to go to another Canada candidate who's rather Canada dry, eh? And we're talking about Drakeisha, Drakeana, Mrs. Drake it like it's hot. Okay, and Drake just do the darndest things.
Too much.
First of all, he canceled the tour. I wonder why. What was the real reason? Were they not buying the tickets like you liked?
Was it not sold out?
What was the tour not what you were expecting? Like,
Did you just go over there because you ain't have nothing else to do?
Yeah, or you just hiding out for a second, and then, like, you know, when the coast became clear and the sexy songs for you dropped, you just
pop back out.
You know, dropped the tour and was like, okay, I can go back home now. What was that?
Did you need a distraction to hide out from the ass whooping you got from the Super Bowl, so you went all the way to Australia because they thought nobody there would listen to it, but they listened to it anyway, and they still haunted you?
At least it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as being in the country that's calling you a pedophile. Everyone, every single person.
Even at the Oscars.
Country. Well, we're halfway through the show, which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile.
Even at the Oscars. It made its way to the Oscars.
That's when it was bad.
So Drake pulled the plug on the Anita Max Win Australian tour because of, in quotes, scheduling conflicts. There was so many problems finding a date to be Drake to have a tour. There was so many problems going on there. So yeah, his reps announced that the 4 Australian and New Zealand shows, the 4, were postponed due to a scheduling conflicts, with rescheduled dates coming soon. The tickets will remain valid for the new dates, or refunds can be requested, but refunded tickets will be released for sale. And if you're wondering, the tour's name comes from Drake's viral 2023 live stream where he introduced his alter ego, Anita Max Win.
She would do that.
Yes. After the gambling term Max Win, because Drake likes to gamble. That's what I heard from Kendrick.
He said he had addiction and
his addiction. Yeah, it's not.
And his alter ego is a young female, like Powerpuff Girl.
It's like a little cartoon kind of.
It's him.
Yeah, it's him though. Like he
looks like the Pink
identifies
Ranger.
as that. So yeah, coinciding with Kendrick Lamar's infamous Super Bowl halftime show, Drake also made headlines with the surprise release of his collab album, Some Shitty Songs for You, with Party Next Door, making the first chart-topping record since his feud with Kendrick Lamar.
Some shitty songs for you. That's a good one right there. Speaking of more weirdness, Drakeisha, she was in the club and she rented out the whole strip club and she was just sitting there gambling on her stupid laptop with her Nita Max Win looking ass. And she's just on this stupid laptop gambling like the addict that you are. And then she was playing Sabrina Carpenter because he's Anita.
Yeah. Sabrina Carpenter. The girls love Sabrina.
Think about me, think about all, think about it, it's so.
Think about me every night, oh, is it that sweet like this song?
Oh my God.
I can't relate to desperation.
Yeah, apparently he spends all night gambling on a laptop while in a very large fur coat, listening to Sabrina Carpenter. So
Looking dumb.
that is his routine.
I bet he was sitting there like, this is so player. Like, I'm definitely going to be back with this. Like,
Who rents out a whole strip club and in a fur coat? Like, yeah. And then I'm just going to be sipping and smoking hookah and I'm going to be on my laptop and I'm just going to have the whole club to myself. And matter of fact, play Sabrina.
My boy is crashing out. Yo, that's a real big crash out right there.
You just further and further from the culture.
Yeah. He's getting back to his culture. So I respect that. That is definitely something Canadian to do, is to do that.
Meanwhile, Kendrick is making movies.
That's a fact. He has a debut movie coming out called Whitney Springs. It'll premiere on Paramount Plus on July 11th. The live action comedy is produced by Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free. It's directed by South Park creators Matt Parker and Trey Stone. The film also stars Chloe East and Celeste Octavia, with Kendrick Lamar potentially, crossing fingers, making a cameo. The story centers around a black man who was interning as a slave reenactor at a history museum, discovering that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his. East is known for Heretic and The Fabelmans, and Octavia, an upcoming actress and model, is the lead cast. And not to get confused with Octavia, the
yes, get confused with it.
Over there.
That's gonna be me.
Get it
sweet. Get into it. She's multifaceted.
Previously, Kendrick Lamar worked with Parker and Stone in the 2022 on the Heart Part 5 music video, where the deep fake technology allowed Kendrick Lamar to transform into various famous figures. Paramount's Brian Robbs calls the script one of the most funniest and most originals that they've read. Super excited about that. The filming took place last year in California. So yeah, Super excited about that. That's
I
what's
am
up.
excited. That's how you do it. That's how you build the culture.
Come on,
You
PG
continue
Lane.
to put out art that's going to help somebody get inspired. You know what I'm saying? I was reading his comments the other day, and I seen a lot of people under PG Lang's. Man, I want to work for PG Lang one day. I want to do this because he's making art that inspires the people, not sitting in a stupid club with a fur coat on, gambling on a laptop, listening to Sabrina Carpenter.
Where the skeezers at, sir?
It's like all his personalities like wrapped up into one night. Anita Max Win.
All he was missing was a dance number.
Sabrina
Like
Carpenter.
he should have just danced in the middle of the club, did his own little spirit fingers.
Well, at least we got something good from Canada out of all of this.
Period, Jay. Period.
Good to see, like, you know, some good like Canadian American relations going on with the South Park creators, you know, because the South Park creators are from Canada. They very Canadian. They super Canadian.
Canadian.
And you know, I didn't even realize. I think I forgot that they helped with the Heart Parts 5. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I was today years old when I found out about that.
Speaking of Canadians doing work in the art department, we're gonna get back to Tory Lanez, the number 2 song. If I had to pick, I would say the Verdict song.
Verdict day, guilty on all counts. My opposition finally did it, let the ball bounce. TMZ plays the announcement on the wall mouse. LA County Jail is yells from the wall sounds.
Was super vulnerable, super his side of things. And like I said, I respect any artist that is going on record and putting what they believe is true to them, and you know, letting it be known, because a lot of times you get artists who scared to even say anything, and they scared to say names, and they scared to, but you know, I guess when you in prison, you ain't got nothing to lose. You just like, I'm gonna just put it out there, and that's what he did on this song.
At first, when he had Sean Hawley as his lawyer, I was like, word, because he has a female lawyer. This is gonna, you know, she's gonna know how to play this. She's gonna know how to, boom. But then it was like, you're hearing things like, he lost his pretrial. He lost the this. He lost the that. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Why does he keep losing these things? Like, if he did not do this, and, you know, whatever the argument is for that particular day, like, why are we here? If he did not do this, why are we still here? So, and then when I heard he fired her, and then it was like, no, she quit. It was like, wait, huh?
Black attorney. Let's mention it. Black female.
Yes. And it was like, what is happening? Like, what? Okay. I guess y'all do something. Oh my God. Like, at that point, it was so super frustrating.
Yeah. She's represented, I mean, she's a celebrity attorney, but she's represented some big heavy hitters: Kanye West, Justin Bieber, Lindsay Lohan, Michelle Rodriguez, the whole entire Kardashian Jenner family, Cat Williams, Shamar Moore. So she's got a list of celebrities under her belt. So she's not new to this. She's true to this, which kind of holds some testament to what Tory Lanez is accusing her of doing, you know, playing both sides, getting paid by Meg Thee Stallion. Maybe that's, you know, that's how she get down.
I don't know, man.
I also thought it was crazy. His lawyer fees. I don't, you know, do anything with court. I don't know about court, but his lawyer fees he mentioned were $900,000.
That's what I was saying. Like, for him, the man was like, look,
God.
I can help you, and if you want my help, this is the ticket.
Mr. Peterson, listen, at the end of the day, it's either $900K or you can stay where you're at.
$900,000.
And you in jail.
And you lost.
Bruh.
I mean, and shout out, you know, at the end of the album, I believe it's Free Tory, he says that Chris Brown helped him out with the lawyer fees. If it wasn't for Chris Brown, you know, he wouldn't even be where he is right now.
So, you know, I started hollering at all my rap friends, my celebrity friends, and nobody was there. Niggas treated me like I was dead. And this nigga Chris Brown, nigga, I never forget it. This nigga Chris Brown came out of nowhere, bro. That nigga just gave me the money. He said, look, bro, when you get outside, nigga, holla at me. Hope you come home.
And, you know, shout out to Chris Brown for doing that and holding him down, because $900,000, I don't know how much money he got, but that would put me in a hole.
Well,
No
Chris
pun
don't never stop
intended.
working, so.
Well, I'm talking about Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
I mean, he stopped working. Well, kinda. He's still working. I ain't gonna play him.
But didn't Tory Lanez have like all that independent stuff going for him anyway?
He's 100% independent off everything.
Oh, he's 100% independent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well then,
since 2020,
he had that check. But for you to pay all that money and you to be in jail, child, listen.
And to be in jail,
I would be so sober I wouldn't be drinking no more.
I'd be making an album.
You ain't never catching me out my mind again.
But my cousin just asked me this, and he was like, how you supposed to have all this money and you in jail talking about you broke? I'm like, but bro, you're independent. So every dollar is coming directly from you on top of you being in this situation. And now you have to hire a $900K lawyer. Huh?
Yeah.
You didn't plan on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, dog, yeah, the money was funny for a little bit. Like, come on. You can't look at somebody like that and nigga, you was broke. You can't do that. Like, that's not the same. That is not the same.
Let's talk about some of our least favorite songs
All
off
right.
this album, because I did have a couple. I'll say a couple. Shall I start?
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
I effed a lady cop. I did not like that song. I know he made a song for the prison. I know he made a song for the homies, for the niggas locked up. This is one for the cellmates, but this one should have stayed within the cell. I don't want nobody else's effing a lady cop. Not us around here. Jay? Tay? Real?
Nope.
No one else is. And I think we stand for
I gotta
the entire
say it was a skip, and I never went back to it.
You could have kept that one in the cafeteria, buddy. Did not like it. Hated all of it. Also hated, and this might be controversial, but I did not like Free Tory. I did not like the beginning with the kids saying the poem.
They took our brother off the playlist. He was boycotted from the A-list. When it gets out this year, those who hate it will remain nameless. Don't worry about the press or whose side looks best. Worry about your neck and protect your chest. None can curse who God chooses to bless. That's why he let you walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Free Tory!
For some reason, and let me know in the comments below if you can answer why this was so cringe to me. And if you cringed, please agree in the comments. I don't know what was so cringe about them kids in the beginning saying that poem, but I did not like it. And furthermore, did not like the song. And furthermore, did not like that he ended and concluded that album like that. I don't know what it was about that placement, about the whole setup of that. No, thank you, sir.
A rush?
I'm done. Maybe he was like thinking of like a big way to end that, but
they're just rushing a thought, like just like he rushed the engineer. Like, we gotta hurry up, but just take your time, and sometimes the idea doesn't come right away. That's why I feel like Kendrick takes so long to make his masterpieces, because in order for you to make a masterpiece, you have to. Sometimes the ideas come and sometimes they pour. Sometimes it takes 5 seconds to write a hit record, with a killer bridge, with a killer hook, thong song, like you could write a hit record real fast. And sometimes it takes years to do something, sometimes you got to come back around to it. Like when Smokey Robinson wrote Cruising, Cruising is a super big song. It was a great song for him, but it took him a long time and years to come back to that concept to create that masterpiece.
It took me 5 years to come up with something for Cruising.
5 years to write Cruising?
5 years it took me something to come up with something for Cruising.
So I feel like it was probably rushing, which is why he threw that on there like that. Just throw that right there. Put the keys on there.
We're going to start it off with Free Me and we're going to end it off with Free Tory. That's going to be fire. No, buddy, no. Actually, I have one more that I did not like. What's the name of that one? White Lightning.
Drunk again, sipping on white lightning. You know that I am.
White Lightning.
I understand the concept. I know that White Lightning is moonshine. It's jail moonshine, jail whiskey, unaged, real quick. Who knows how you made it? Fermenting a bunch of fruit.
I was going to
from
say
the
the
cafeteria.
fermentation.
That's fine and dandy. That is the experience. Thank you so much for that information. But sir, no one in this free world is turning up off of no White Lightning. And if you are, please try some of the typical alcohols. There's vodka, there's whiskey, there's tequila. Pick your choice, pick your poison. There's no way that I'm going to hear this song. And I know he wanted and intended it to be like a turn up, like, oh, they're going to be turning up to this song, so it'll be lit. No, sir. I'm not thinking about turning up to this song after being lit. I'm depressed. I am driving the speed limit because I don't want to be there. I do not want to be there. You are a reminder, unfortunately, when I hear this song, of my freedom, and I'm not turning up, and it's not coming across how you want it to. I'm sorry, I could deal with that song. But it was good learning about what White Lightning is.
I'm sure that a lot of people who are institutionalized can turn up to that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Right. There we go. You know, let me not stand against inclusion.
I mean, White Lightning had me in the corner of the room because I was like, wait a minute. It was like the first time I saw somebody drink, what is that?
Moonshine?
Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey.
I don't know what that is.
And I was like, oh, hell no, because, bruh, what?
Wild Turkey.
First of all, what is that? I've never seen that before in my life. What are you talking about? And then you saw how people reacted off of it. Nah, I'm in the corner of the room with my jacket, like, I'm ready to go. These people have gotten interesting. I'm ready to go. Why are we still here? Why are we not gonna get the car?
One shot of Wild Turkey turn you into a real thug.
Turkey. Once they bring out the white Wild Turkey, it's time to go.
Turn you to a jive turkey.
Yeah, that's what it turned you into.
Get your stuff together. It's time to go.
Yeah, there's no way. It's going to be really hard for me to listen to that song and want to turn up to that one. It's going to be a silent turn up. We're just going to be thinking free Tory, bro.
See, now I've partaked in some cheap alcohol before. I know what Wild Turkey is. I don't really drink it like that, but I have in the past. But moonshine, that's like just a different level of like, come in, smack yourself, just bow, like, oh my goodness. And I'd much rather have something that's aged. You know, shout out to Free and their aged wines that they have. You know, I still got a bottle of their aged wines over here aging right now.
Ew.
What other songs you didn't like, real?
I didn't really like Free Me. I really didn't like Free Me. I got it. But I catch myself. That's not a song that I go back and like, what did he say? Like rewinding. It's just, it was kind of there. Sailor Moon. Couldn't do it.
I had my thoughts about Sailor Moon because like, wouldn't you consider like, I mean, is there some type of connection with Meg Thee Stallion and Sailor Moon?
Yeah, it is. I know she loves anime and she has dressed up as Sailor Moon before.
I know that.
So was he referencing her in that?
A little messy.
What were you guys' least favorite songs on Peterson, the Tory Lanez project? Let us know in the comments. Do you agree with Kia, Rel? Yeah, and also let us know what the number one song should be because we're going to leave that one to y'all. But I'm going to let the Tory fans pick that song. What song y'all want? What song should be number one, y'all, off the entire Peterson project?
Either TDF or Back Outside.
Back Outside, I was gonna say that too.
Back Outside?
You better hide your bitch, boy. Hey, soon as I hop in the city, expecting the bitch to be all on my body like the baby oil on a bitch and ditties. And Diddy, my nigga, I hated it, had to be hit me. I'm drinking, I'm passing my limit. The bitch got ass and titties, just don't give me no pussy if it's coming with a catch to give me it.
Hide your girl, hide your baby mama, hide your look, all your stuff. I'm coming back for everything I told y'all I was gonna take.
But how
I'm
he
saying
gonna,
it with my
how
chest.
He gonna hide everybody when he just want Iggy?
Well, look, Iggy got him blocked. He trying.
He also mentioned a lot Ruby Rose on this album. I don't know. Anybody got a tea on that? I think I heard Ruby Rose's name about 2 times.
She was named about twice in this album.
He FaceTimed her while he was in the cell.
Well, this ain't to me working on the Iggy proposal. Amethyst
or Ruby Rose. Two beautiful jewels.
I don't know, but you ain't gonna be playing with neither one of their emotions no damn more. You ain't gonna be playing with mine. You better pick one and run along with it.
Well, which one gonna go to Canada and travel to see him, because that's where he gonna be at?
Iggy.
Hey,
Iggy
which one gonna
do
be the one that's gonna ride or die is my question. Cause he give me the aura that he still like to be in the middle of some stuff.
Iggy, because she's already like Kia was reading, that she's already hired his people. She's keeping them on payroll. Only thing is she just got him blocked apparently.
Yeah.
So
that's temporary.
Now look, watch your mouth.
That's temporary. That's what happens
got
in
your
jail
back.
relationships.
Exactly. So he need to tread lightly, you know what I'm saying? And just be counting his blessings in there. Do y'all think this album will go number 1?
No. I'm sorry to say it so quickly.
Damn, Kia.
I love Tory Lanez, but no, it's not gonna go number 1. It's just really good to hear from you, bro. It's really good to hear from you. You still got it. You know, you did it. You know, despite everything, despite adversity, you did something that no one else has ever done. You made history. I think you've done what you came to do. But number 1, I'd love for it to go number 1. I'd be very surprised. I'd also think there's a lot of real funny stuff going on up there as far as the music industry if you win number 1. However, I'd be happy about that as well. But no, does it deserve it? No.
Real?
I can't even name a single.
Real said a single. What you think the single gonna be?
I mean, well, if we're gonna do a single-ish, Be Back Outside.
Okay.
Is that gonna make the radio?
Maybe Mawa.
Maybe internet radio?
TikTok?
TikTok. Yeah, do you think
maybe a lot of the songs that I noticed, and I don't know if y'all got this vibe, where when he was in his R&B bag, I feel like he, and like no disrespect, no shade, I feel like he took a page out of Party Next Door's book and he ran with it. But not only did he run with it, he ran with it, got it a oil change, changed the muffler.
He's what Party Next Door should have been.
Yes.
And yeah,
because
a lot of that, it was like, oh, this is what Party be trying to do.
Yes,
but Drake be taking.
If you put them all together like in a blender, it is a perfect sound for what they intended to do. But if you separate them, it's an incomplete recipe. And we can actually 86 Party Next Door from the recipe. And it'll still taste the same.
You hate our Party Next Door.
I don't like him. I'm sorry. I really don't.
Come on, kid. Just give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Do y'all agree with that? Chat, let us know in the comments.
At first, Tory Lanez was bigging up Party, and because he's seen the potential that Party could be. But then, business-wise, he's seen everything go to Drake. And he looked at Party like, yo, what the F are you doing? And then when Party was just acting like he was comfortable where he's at, I feel like Tory was like, okay, I'm going to take your stuff and I'm going to show you what you could have done with it. Because it sounds so close that it's like,
it's Canadian.
This isn't just some kind of fluke, random coinky dink.
It's the Canadian flow, and there's no space for Party Next Door in this at all. There's no space for him. At all, literally. And I'm not even trying to be funny or throw shade. We don't need you at all. We don't need
Stop.
It's not necessary.
We don't need you.
Got fans though, Kia.
Who are they? Please, in the chat, let us know who you are. I've yet to meet anybody that was like, I love Party Next Door. I love his music. I listen to all his albums. There's no space for him in this industry. He's either sounding like someone or trying to sound like someone or close to sounding like someone, but then when he sounds like himself, nobody likes it. There's no space. There's other jobs in this world that he might just be good at, and we should explore that, because we already have Drake, we already have Tory, we already have Future, we already have these people. I don't know. Yeah. Please, seriously, if you like Party Next Door, please let me know.
I mean, I like
what song I need to listen to maybe change my mind.
I mean, my favorite Canadian artists aren't even on that wave. I like Melanie Fiona, Deborah Cox. Give me even The Weeknd. You know what I'm saying? I'm all that Party, Tory and all that. I don't really care for it. You know what I'm saying? shoot, you know, like I said before, I don't hate Drake, and I do like some of Drake's records. Even on this new album, I do like some of the records. You know, who's calling my phone? You know, I do like some of the records. You can't, you know, Drake make good hit records. He just ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? He's very corny. He's very lame. You know what I'm saying? Once a lame, always a lame. And he went against my favorite rapper.
Don't be hating.
And, you know, he's a queen. He's a Anita Max Win. You know what I'm saying? Who sits in the dark club with a fur on, listening to Sabrina Carpenter. You know, think about me. Think about think about me. Sir, he just gets on my nerves. He's so lame. But you can't knock his hit records. So yeah, but give me, you know, a Melanie Fiona record. You know what I'm saying? Anything. But y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about this Peterson album. We're gonna wrap it up right here with this episode. Tory Lanez, Drakesha, Kendrick Lamar got a movie coming out in July. Can't forget that. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all comment, y'all share, y'all hit that notification bell, y'all.
And make sure y'all violate that like button and hit subscribe. And let us know what you think in the comments about this Tory Lanez album. You know, the subject matters, and what was your favorite songs?
That's right, man. Before we get out of here, though, you know we gotta say grace.
Who's got grace?
It's time to give thanks. On Music for Breakfast.
Yeah, I would like to extend my grace to everybody out there in Australia that bought tickets to that damn Anita Wax canceled. I hope y'all get y'all money back. You know, I hope y'all get the show. Cause you know, when he come back over here, I mean, is he trustworthy? You know, he over here texting 14-year-olds. I mean, allegedly. We ain't got no proof on it. But, you know, just be careful who concert you trying to buy tickets to. Because, you know, they just cancel left and right. And you coming out here with a smoke of the bear hoodie. You know what? I'm making this personal. I'm sorry. We just going to give grace to everybody about them tickets.
So I want to give grace to everybody out there working the 9 to 5. That has to get up and go to work in the morning, or has to get up in the middle of the night and work the night shift. I want to give grace to all y'all out there busting your butt for somebody else's company, you know, because that is not my goal. At the end of the day, there's one thing that we love to do here is create, and anybody that's out there creating is also grinding and working and trying to balance and find balance and all that. Shot goes out to you, man, because you deserve it.
Come on, Pastor.
Well, I want to send grace out to all those who are battling this flu, this virus, whatever is going on. I don't know what it is, but it ain't right. Whatever it is, ain't right. It's the longest flu. It lasts way too long. For the kids, it's scary. They should not have a fever for over a week. That is not normal. Don't let them doctors say that. Make sure you protect yourself and do it naturally. Just try to stay away from them drugs, but if you need them, take them. I wish y'all well. It's serious. They ain't gonna talk about it because it's political, but it's serious. Protect yourself.
It is very serious, man. And I just want to first give all glory and honor to the Lord Jesus Christ, my Savior. Yes. This orange man is trying to dismantle the Department of Education, and man, he's just trying to create new slaves out here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that the youth is important. You know, I believe the children know our future.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
When the future ain't even educated properly, you know, it's just chaos.
Hell, listen, from now on, when I go to customer service places, if you was born after a certain era, look, no thank you. I'm gonna need somebody that was born in the 99s and the 2000s. I can't do it, no.
There's a lot of parents who don't care, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people who don't care if a kid get an education or not. And that's really gonna hurt them in the long run, hurt this country.
I just know from, like, you know, our age bracket, when I knew some of our elders, people that are older than us, when they talking about they didn't know how to read, I was like, how? Like, how is that possible? But, you know, you see just different traits in different people, how, I guess, at that time, they were just kind of moved along. But now you're talking about classrooms full of children that may have, other disabilities other than just, dyslexia. You may be talking something deeper than that, and not to diminish dyslexia, but just something that might be, a little higher on the tier. That like now they need a specialist. Well, then how are we going to treat this student? Because now we even got rid of all of our treatments for a specialist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that to me is wow.
And what you don't know can hurt you.
Period.
I'm just praying for the kids, man.
And that's for adults and kids also. Like, you think about, he is removing the education portion of it and also the experience of it. It's important for kids to feel included for all races in the classroom, at school, everywhere you go. I could say, in all honesty, my daughter, a 5-year-old, did not have or celebrate Black History Month this year due to the changes that were made. And I've never experienced a year in school where we didn't acknowledge Black History Month. So it's important to stay educated as an adult and as a child. Don't think it stops. As an adult, continue educating yourself enough to educate these kids, because it will not be there for them. They will not know. And that's the scary part about it.
So prayers up to the kids, man, and everybody out there. Like he has said, educate yourself so you can help these kids educate themselves and stay woke, because that's how you create a slave. That's why they didn't want you. That's why as a slave it was forbidden to read and write. You know what I'm saying? To learn your way, to learn laws and things to protect yourselves. It was forbidden, and that's what they trying to do now. So just as much as they hate woke, stay woke, baby, because they trying to put you to sleep out here. But that's how we do it right here, Music for Breakfast. Make sure y'all do what y'all need to do.
And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, or hit that notification bell for updates so you can stay ahead of the game.
And check out this episode on our podcast, Music for Breakfast. That's Music IV Breakfast, wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
Make sure you leave a 5-star rating if you know the show was a vibe, and share with everybody you know so we can grow, baby.
Special thanks to everybody listening right now. Thank you, Kia. Thank you, J. Roulette. I am Octavia Marsh, sending nothing but love to you. This is Music for Breakfast, and until next time, never forget what the homie Strick told Jay, who told us.
Finish your breakfast.
The kitchen is officially closed, and we out.
We out.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
That's the end.
Want an extra serving of Music for Breakfast? Follow them on all social media platforms at Music for Breakfast.